Hi Flosstube, it's Rebecca here, Stitching Becca. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I hope you will find it interesting enough to stick around. Today is the 2nd of May and I'm here for my April update. And I kind of decided in the last minute that I would participate in Maynia. For those of you who don't know, that is basically that you start a new project every day of May, but I won't do that. I will start a new project every Sunday in May, so a total of 5 new starts in May. I have them here beside me, exciting to show you what I have chosen. And but first we are going to talk about my whips. April was let's just say this, I watched a lot of TV shows in May, April I mean. You know when you have this feeling after the kids are going to bed that you just want to crash on the sofa, turn off your brain and don't focus on anything other than, you know, the TV. I kind of have that, but I have some progress. Unfortunately, due to my me not feeling like stitching a lot, I didn't work on my whip go goals in April. But I will catch up. I have drawn up my whip go board in my calendar, and these are finished. Those goals are met, and the one surrounded in pink border, they are drawn, but I haven't worked on them. So, and this includes the goals for May. So I'm not hopelessly after, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, in my April, I stitched on my John Elliott's Native American Maiden, and I made some good progress, I think. This is what it will look like finished, and this is what it looked like before. And here she is now. So I stitched her skirt. I have a bit left down here, and I stitched her sleeve, and I filled in this black here. When I see her, I haven't taken her off the frames, the Q-snaps, because I want to stitch more on her, but since I haven't for a couple of weeks, I will take her down, because that's my stitchy bug telling me that as long as that I'm done stitching on her. So she will go away for a while now, but I'm very happy with my progress this year on this project, and I can't wait to pull her back out later this year. Okay, just a minute. So my cats were out on the balcony, and they were scratching the window because they wanted to get in, so I just wasn't let them in. Okay, so that was Native American Maiden, and then I worked some on zinnia seeds by stitching with the housewives. It will look like this when finished. This is what it looked like before, and this is how it looks now. So I worked some on the flowers, I put in some of the green and started more on the vase. So I have this thought, because I decided that I wanted to join Maynia this year, and I didn't just wanted these big starts. I wanted some small starts as well, and I went through some magazines, and I have all those cute patterns in the cross-stitching magazines that I want to stitch. So I was thinking that in this bag it would always be one of those small patterns. So when I finish this one, another small one will get in from the magazines, or you know, you buy patterns on Etsy, and it's so easily because you buy them and you download them to your computer and you have them on your files, and because you don't see them all the time, you kind of forget that you have them. So I want to start stitching all those small patterns that I have and that I want to stitch. It can be like these Halloween ornaments or Easter ornaments or Christmas. Yeah, you get the idea. So just, you know, to what you call it, acknowledge them, or, you know, be aware of the patterns I have. I will start to go through the magazines more often, or my small patterns, and pull something out. I know I bought some Country Cottage Needleworks patterns, and I want to stitch them. I don't just want to buy them and have them in my, you know, binders of pattern. So that's what I figured out that I want to do. And it's kind of nice, you know, always have some of these small designs that you can work on when you just feel to stitch something smaller. Okay, actually, that was my whips for April. Let's dive into the Maynia plans. As I said, I'm going to start 5 new projects in May, and the ones that I ended up with was, let's see, the first, and this is the order that I'm going to start them in can be changed. These are just the 5 that I want to start in May. So the first one is this one from Silver Creek Sampler, and it says, "No winter lasts forever, no spring skips its turn." I'm going to start this one, and I'm going to stitch it on 32 count Twilight Blue linen from Witchelt. And I'm going to use the DMC. So I haven't pulled out the flosses that I want to use yet, but that's the first start. The second one is Sabrina by Mirabilia, and I have had this fully kitted in a project bag for a long time, and finally I'm going to start her, and I am going to stitch her on Fabric Flare fabric, Café au Lait, and this is also, it's an even weave and it's a 32 count. it looks like this. I think she's gonna look gorgeous on this fabric. And fabric flare, it's like printed on one side, and on the other side it's blank. So I think she's gonna look very pretty on this fabric. Okay. Third start is also something that I have had kitted for a long while, I think years actually, and that is lavender and a lavender and lace design called Nantucket Rose. I just love this design. It's so pretty. And I am going to stitch her on 32 count Belfast linen dove grey. And it looks like this. I think it's a very nice color. A little bit warmer than it shows on the screen, and dark enough that her the white laces on her dress will pop. So you see those thread colors, they are very warm, warm colors, a gorgeous color palette. Okay, and my fourth start is it's a pattern. I will link the shop down below, and it's a Super Mario pattern. I love Super Mario. I've played Super Mario all my life, and it looks like this. And I'm gonna start it on this Swagart even weave fabric. I don't know the name of this fabric. I've lost the tag, but I think it's just called light blue. I think this will be a very fun project to work on. Excited about that one. And the fifth and last new start is a kit from R2 that I got for my birthday from my hubby like 3 years ago. And every year when we get closer to May, I think, you know what, I'm gonna start this for my birthday. And it didn't happen. So I thought, you know what, this time I'm gonna start it for my birthday, or the Sunday that is close to it. And it's called the Evening City, and I just love this design. You know, the dark skies in the background, the warm street lights, the people just walking, sitting down at the cafe. I think it's a warm. I get this warm feeling looking at it, despite the dark skies and the rain, because they have umbrellas. I think in my head it's kind of warm. It's a warm place to be. It's cozy, and I can't wait to start this finally. So that's my 5 new starts for Maynia. So we will see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Okay. I have done some sewing in April. I have seen this Floss Buddies you know, this small square pieces that you kind of can put your floss in. That's too short to be thrown away, but you can use it again, and instead of putting it back on the bobbins, you can just have them on this little floss buddy. But I made kind of my own pattern for it. I pulled out the parts that I liked in different floss buddies that I've seen in Etsy and on Instagram, and I made my own. So it looks like this, and when you open it, here is a place, so you can fit 12 bobbins in here. I put a little what do you call it, claw grasp, I don't know what you call it, to hold your scissors. And here are some felt. So the thought is it is to lay flat, and you can just store, put the extra floss here and just fold it and put in your project bag. I have been toying with this idea for a while, and it turned out okay. I have some modifications for the next one I make. For examples, I'm gonna make this a bit larger, so the bobbins have more space to be in here. They fit just fine now, but a little bit more space wouldn't harm. And then you see I started by sewing on this one and that one and down, and you can see the seams. So the next time I want to see if I can hide the seams under with the fabric or something. Yeah, stuff like that. But overall, I'm very happy with it. I want to have one of these for projects like this. For example, I will show you here, because now I'm lazy. I just put my extra threads in here, so it's a hot mess. And then it's nice to kind of have this little floss buddy to have your spare threads in, and hold your scissors, because I'm afraid now this scissor have a little safety things, but I'm afraid that if I have scissors without it, and that it will poke holes in the vinyl, and that won't happen if I have this one. So I'm very happy with it, and I'm gonna make some more cat hair. Sorry. I think my thoughts are that I'm not going to stress over the whip go thing. I might not work on my whip go goals for May. The draw numbers showed me that I should work on Counting Sampler by Darren Jones, the same as last month. I can show you a picture here. And Joyful World Cell. And the next project that I'm intending to start is February. It looks like this. So I think I'm just going to leave them for June, and start in June to, you know, kind of work my way through the goals not met. So all I had for this time, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and that I will see you next time for my May update. And yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. Some new starts is always fun. So I hope everyone is well, and that you all get a good stitchy month for May. Take care, everyone. Bye.